Hello, and welcome to Celiac.com news. Subscribe to our channel to get the latest celiac disease and gluten-free diet news. And if you have any questions, be sure to join the Celiac.com forum online at Celiac.com. And now, let's move on to the latest Celiac.com news. Food-related quality of life in children with chronic gastrointestinal disorders. Comparing inflammatory bowel disease and celiac disease. Living with chronic gastrointestinal conditions such as inflammatory bowel disease or celiac disease imposes significant dietary restrictions which can affect the quality of life, particularly for children. Inflammatory bowel disease includes conditions like Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis, both of which may require dietary adjustments to manage symptoms. Celiac disease, on the other hand, necessitates a lifelong gluten-free diet as its primary treatment. This study aimed to explore how these dietary interventions impact the food-related quality of life in children with these conditions, using data from a Romanian medical center. Researchers sought to identify differences between the conditions and the factors influencing quality of life scores. The study was conducted as a cross-sectional analysis involving children aged 7 to 18 years who had been diagnosed with either inflammatory bowel disease, Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, or celiac disease. A total of 51 participants were enrolled, divided into 3 subgroups: 17 with Crohn's disease, 17 with ulcerative colitis, and 17 with celiac disease. To measure food-related quality of life, the researchers used the Food-Related Quality of Life 29 questionnaire. For the celiac disease subgroup, the questionnaire was modified to reflect their specific dietary condition. Key findings: overall quality of life. Scores. The study found that children with Crohn's disease had significantly lower food-related quality of life scores compared to children with celiac disease. While the average score for celiac disease patients was 78.6, children with Crohn's disease scored an average of 64.1. Those with ulcerative colitis scored slightly higher than Crohn's disease patients but lower than celiac disease patients, though the difference was not statistically significant. 1. Age as a factor. There was a notable negative correlation between food-related quality of life scores and the age of the participants. Younger children generally reported higher quality of life scores compared to older children, both at the time of study participation and at the time of diagnosis. 2. Disease burden and management. Inflammatory bowel disease patients, particularly those with Crohn's disease, faced a heavier burden of dietary management. The unpredictable nature of Crohn's disease and its fast response to dietary changes may contribute to the lower quality of life scores in these patients. For celiac disease, while a gluten-free diet requires strict vigilance, the condition is more manageable due to advancements in gluten-free food availability and increased awareness. 3. Anthropometric correlations. A negative correlation was also observed between anthropometric measurements, such as weight and height, and quality of life scores, suggesting that poorer physical health is linked to lower food-related quality of life. The findings underscore the varying impact of dietary interventions on children with chronic gastrointestinal conditions. Children with Crohn's disease experience the highest burden, potentially due to the challenges of managing an unpredictable condition. Ulcerative colitis, while part of inflammatory bowel disease, appears to have a slightly lesser impact on food-related quality of life. In contrast, children with celiac disease have adapted relatively well to the dietary requirements, possibly due to the increasing availability of gluten-free foods and a better understanding of the disease. For those with celiac disease, the study highlights the progress in making the condition more manageable. With improved access to gluten-free foods and heightened awareness, children with celiac disease can achieve a better quality of life compared to those with other gastrointestinal disorders. These findings are encouraging for individuals with celiac disease, showing that while vigilance is required, advancements in food science and education have made adherence to a gluten-free diet easier. The study emphasizes the importance of continued innovation and support for dietary management, ensuring that all children with chronic conditions can maintain a good quality of life. To get the latest celiac disease news and information, be sure to subscribe to Celiac.com news. Thank you for tuning in and see you next time.